When Amazon founder Jeff Bezos and media personality Lauren Sánchez decided to tie the knot, they didn't just plan a wedding. They orchestrated one of the most extravagant, opulent, and controversial celebrations the world has ever seen. Costing a staggering $76 million, their wedding didn't just make headlines. It sparked a global conversation about billionaire excess, privilege, and social responsibility. This wasn't just a ceremony. It was a symbol of modern wealth, hosted in a city rooted in centuries of tradition, Venice, Italy. Lauren Wendy Sánchez's journey from humble beginnings to the glamorous world of media and eventually to the arm of one of the richest men in the world, Jeff Bezos, is nothing short of extraordinary. Her life is a tale of ambition, resilience, success, and an unexpected love story that shook headlines across the globe. Lauren Sánchez was born on December 19, 1969, in Albuquerque, New Mexico, into a working-class Mexican-American family. Her father, Ray Sánchez, worked as a flight instructor and airplane mechanic, sparking Lauren's early fascination with aviation. Growing up, Lauren wasn't surrounded by fame or fortune, but she always had big dreams and an unshakable determination to rise above her circumstances. From a young age, she demonstrated a strong work ethic. Lauren often credits her upbringing for her relentless drive. She took on odd jobs, including working as a hostess and waitress, to help pay for her education. After high school, Sánchez moved to Los Angeles and enrolled at El Camino College, where she worked as a part-time receptionist at KCOP TV. Her early exposure to the TV world helped fuel her ambition to pursue a career in journalism. Lauren transferred to the University of Southern California, USC, where she majored in communications and was awarded a scholarship. At USC, she sharpened her skills as a reporter and landed an internship at Channel 13 in Los Angeles. Her career took off in the 1990s when she joined the syndicated news magazine Show Extra as a reporter. This opened doors to bigger platforms, including KTTV Fox 11's Good Day LA and Fox 11 News at 10. She later became a regular contributor to The View and was widely admired for her sharp wit and confident presence on camera. In 2005, she became the original host of Fox dance competition So You Think You Can Dance, though she left after one season to focus on family. But Lauren was not only a familiar face on television, she was a woman of many talents. Her passion for aviation, inherited from her father, led her to become a licensed pilot. She later founded Black Ops Aviation, one of the first female-owned aerial film and production companies in Hollywood. Her company contributed to major film projects and commercials, merging her love for media and flying. Before her relationship with Jeff Bezos, Lauren Sánchez was married to Hollywood talent agent Patrick Whitesell, one of the most powerful men in the entertainment industry. Together, they had 2 children. Lauren also has a son from a previous relationship with former NFL star Tony Gonzalez. Her marriage to Whitesell placed her in elite social circles, and she was frequently seen at major Hollywood events. Despite living what appeared to be a picture-perfect life, reports suggest that Lauren and Whitesell had been living separate lives for some time before her romance with Bezos made headlines. The story of how Lauren Sánchez met Jeff Bezos begins in Hollywood's interconnected social world. She and her then-husband, Patrick Whitesell, were longtime friends of Bezos and his then-wife, Mackenzie Scott. The couple socialized together frequently, attending events and private gatherings. However, the chemistry between Sánchez and Bezos reportedly grew stronger behind the scenes. In 2018, whispers of a growing closeness between the Amazon founder and the television host began circulating. Things came to a head in early 2019 when the National Enquirer released a bombshell report detailing their romantic affair, including leaked texts and intimate messages. The scandal ignited a media firestorm. Both Sánchez and Bezos were still legally married at the time. Shortly after, Bezos and Mackenzie announced their divorce after 25 years of marriage. Patrick Whitesell and Lauren also separated around the same period. Despite the public scrutiny, Lauren and Jeff's relationship only seemed to strengthen. Following the media frenzy, Bezos and Sánchez made their relationship public. They began appearing together at high-profile events, from award ceremonies to charity galas. Lauren embraced her new role as the partner of a tech mogul, often seen supporting Bezos at Blue Origin launches and space-related projects. Their bond wasn't just romantic, it was intellectual and visionary. Sánchez, herself a licensed pilot and aviation enthusiast, became involved in Bezos' aerospace company, Blue Origin, and took on roles in philanthropic initiatives through the Bezos Earth Fund. Her passion for environmental causes and storytelling found a fitting place beside Bezos' ambitions for space exploration and climate action. In 2023, Bezos proposed to Sánchez aboard his $500 million super yacht in the Mediterranean. She was seen wearing a massive diamond ring, confirming the engagement. The two were inseparable, traveling the world together, from glamorous red carpets to climate summits. Lauren Sánchez's story isn't just about her relationship with Jeff Bezos. It's about a woman who carved her own path through determination, talent, and reinvention. From a modest childhood in New Mexico to flying helicopters over Hollywood, and ultimately becoming the fiancée of the world's third richest man, her journey reflects resilience and bold ambition. Her love story with Bezos might have shocked the world initially, but it has since transformed into a powerful partnership built on shared passions, global influence, and a future that is still unfolding. Lauren Sánchez proves that with perseverance and a vision, even the sky is not the limit. It's just the beginning. From a wedding dress designed by Dolce & Gabbana to a guest list that rival the Oscars in star power, Bezos and Sánchez's nuptials redefined luxury. But not everyone was celebrating. In the very city where their love story unfolded in fairy tale fashion, locals gathered in protest, accusing the billionaire duo of exploiting Venice for personal gain. Let's take you behind the scenes of this jaw-dropping affair and the backlash that followed. The wedding took place in the heart of Venice, an ancient and iconic Italian city known for its romantic canals, historic architecture, and rich cultural heritage. But during the Bezos wedding weekend, Venice didn't belong to tourists or locals. It belonged to the ultra-rich. The couple secured one of Venice's most iconic locations, a 16th-century palazzo overlooking the Grand Canal. The entire area was heavily restricted and guarded by private security, making it nearly impossible for the public to get a glimpse of the festivities. For those invited, however, it was an entirely different world. Guests were whisked into Venice using a fleet of 95 private jets, landing at nearby Marco Polo Airport. From there, over 30 private water taxis transported them through the city's canals directly to the wedding venue. For just one weekend, Venice became the capital of billionaire luxury. At a mind-boggling $76 million, the wedding of Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sánchez cost more than the entire national annual budgets of some small countries. For comparison, Tuvalu's national budget in 2023 was approximately $49 million. São Tomé and Príncipe's annual budget hovered around $70 million. Comoros, one of the world's poorest nations, had a national budget of just over $60 million. So, What exactly cost so much? The venue. Renting and restoring a historical Venetian palace for the weekend came with a seven-figure price tag, especially with all the added privacy measures. Security. An elite force of private guards, underwater divers, and electronic jamming equipment was deployed to prevent drone surveillance or unwanted footage. Fashion. Lauren Sánchez wore a custom Dolce & Gabbana wedding gown, rumored to have cost over $3 million, encrusted with diamonds and handcrafted lace flown in from Sicily. Entertainment. A-list performers, including rumored private performances by Andrea Bocelli and a DJ set from David Guetta, kept the party going all night. Catering. World-class Michelin-starred chefs were flown in to serve exotic dishes from around the globe, paired with vintage wines and champagnes dating back to the 1950s. The wedding hosted more than 200 celebrity and high-powered guests, including some of the most influential names in the world of entertainment, tech, and politics. Leonardo DiCaprio, a close friend of Sánchez. Oprah Winfrey. Elon Musk, despite his competitive jabs at Bezos over the years. Kim Kardashian, arriving with flair in a custom Balenciaga dress. Jay-Z and Beyoncé, seen boarding their yacht off the coast of Venice days earlier. Bill Gates, who shared a business pass with Bezos and reportedly offered a quiet toast. The event was tightly coordinated with no phones allowed inside the venue, and NDAs were required from all vendors, staff, and even some guests. The secrecy added to the mystery and to the media frenzy outside the gates. While Bezos and Sánchez danced under chandeliers, outside, reality was very different. Dozens of Venetian protesters lined the streets, holding banners with bold statements like, "Venice is not for sale. If you can rent Venice to get married, you can pay more taxes. No more billionaire invasions." Venetians, long weary of mass tourism, gentrification, and rising costs of living, viewed the event as a slap in the face. The city has been battling floods, environmental damage, and cultural erosion, much of which locals blame on the wealthy elite treating Venice like a disposable backdrop. For many, Bezos and Sánchez's wedding became a symbol of billionaire detachment, a life so far removed from ordinary struggles that it may as well exist on another planet. Was this wedding simply a grand expression of love, or something more? Critics argue that the wedding showcased everything wrong with modern wealth: the ability to privatize public spaces, displace locals, and flaunt unimaginable resources in a world still struggling with inequality, poverty, and climate crises. Supporters, on the other hand, claim that Bezos earned his wealth through innovation and has the right to celebrate his marriage however he pleases. They point to his philanthropic efforts, such as the Bezos Earth Fund and donations to various educational causes. But even among Bezos' admirers, the wedding raised questions. Should billionaires be more discreet with their wealth in times of global instability? Do these displays of wealth actually benefit or harm the image of capitalism? Is it ethical to rent out a historic city while residents struggle with unaffordable housing and over-tourism? Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sánchez's wedding was more than an event. It was a cultural moment, revealing the widening gap between the ultra-rich and the rest of the world. It showcased stunning beauty, undeniable luxury, and the height of personal celebration. But it also exposed the underlying tension in today's society between privilege and protest, romance and reality. In the end, was it a sweet love story or a glaring billboard of inequality? That's the real question behind the $76 million wedding, and it's one the world won't stop asking anytime soon.